And welcome back, this is Ballerscooper with more Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. I'm joined as always by my night shift of Lexi, Arnold, and Marcus. When we last left off, we made it to our actual destination, which is Treno. So let's avoid that and continue going to the east for a small little side quest that we can take care of now. There are a couple new enemies that are available to us on the Treno plains. This being one of them. Even though we've seen it before, they function a little bit differently than we saw them do last. These are trick sparrows. We saw them during the Festival of the Hunt in Lindblom. They do love to drain, and against Marcus, that actually lands. Now, I do believe Lexi can take one of these out by herself, but I don't think that Arnold or Marcus can. Somehow that makes sense. Stop picking on Marcus. I think he's the only one you can do damage to with that. Yeah, that's not good things. Arnold, I really need to get you on the better sword. I really should get him on a much better sword, but I couldn't steal it. All right, we will continue to make money and move on. There are two special encounters that I would love to get along the way here. There is one on the plains, that is the friendly creature. They spoiled it a little bit when we saw the moo last time. I believe it was a moo. This time it is a ghost, a special friendly ghost. And then in the forest, the friendly creature is on the plains. I'm not sure if I said that. And the true or false game. Oh, this is not going to be good. Are you kidding me? At this point, I think it's better for me to run. And I don't think I can run without... Oh, and they're going for it right off the bat. Chestnut. All right, it didn't hit for anything, so things are somewhat working out well for me. All right, can I go protect on everybody? I cannot. All right, I'm going to need that on... God, that's probably just better just to attack with her. I am not set up properly to take these guys on right now. How much damage is that do? That does a significant amount of damage. These mandragoras, or mandragoras, I've heard it pronounced mandragora. These things are difficult, to say the least. They have that move Chestnut, which you saw do 0 damage. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes it does a ton of damage. Plus, they love to silence everybody. So, things are working out well, I guess you could say. I'm going to need to heal, no matter who that hit. Unless it hits him and kills him. Fair enough. These mandragoras are so damn difficult this early on. I would suggest running if you can, but I cannot run right now. All right, we got one down. That should help a little bit, but Marcus is not feeling so well, and Lexi really isn't either. Who are you gonna shriek now? That's probably a smart move on your part. All right, Chestnut. This can do a lot of damage if it wants to. Thank God it didn't. That would have killed her. All right, high potion on Marcus. We need to continually do damage to them now. We need to continually do as much as we can against them. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure why I did that. Oh, Blizzara, that's right. Please, please, please don't land. Thank you. All right. That is their deadly thing on top of the Blizzara. You can eat them, but we already got one of the move that you can get by eating them. So I'm not doing that anymore. Are you kidding me? You missed? The thing's so close to dead, isn't it? All right, down goes one. Just leaves this guy. He can still kill one of my party members with this. God, I'm getting so lucky with that Chestnut. I think no matter who he hits with that Chestnut, it will kill them. If it lands and does damage. But down go the Mandragoras. I made that look a lot easier than it normally is. And I didn't even make that look easy. Hey, we learned a couple things for Lexi. Got a good amount of money, got a tent. I will probably be using that immediately. I'll be right back. I definitely need to heal. Let's continue going forward. Where we want to go is into this little cave that is tucked away in the corner here. We don't know what the name of it is yet. But we have made it to Quan's dwelling. That probably sounds familiar to a few of you that remembered, but for the time being, we will leave it alone. At least the name. You're supposed to come here later normally, but I might as well go now. Get myself an ether. Well worth it. And what I want to do is actually head over to the left here, I believe. And we can actually drop down. That was a very strange rope climbing sound, but what are you going to do? And in here we can find an HP and MP restoring lake. And another ether. I'll take it. I will take it now. I believe there is another thing that I want right here. No. Is it on this? There we go. Other side. Here we can get Scorpio, another Zodiac coin. I believe a Stellazio coin, or Stellazio, as they're calling it. Oh, I got another Kupo nut for the record, but I can't really take it back just yet. Let's take a look at the Scorpio. Scorpio was very timid. He always looked at his shadow until one day he decided to look away. He walked up to a hill. I have no idea what the hell you're on about. You're really just annoying me at this point. All right, so with that done, we can head back up. Still a strange sound, and we can head into this cave on the right. Now in here, we can climb up and get another ether. And is that it? No, there's still more here. There's writing on the wall. Someone measured height here. Let's see. 6 months since I adopted Magus. Still too small to eat? What? We'll pretend like that means nothing. That is very strange, though. No, I didn't want to go back. I wanted to look down here. Also, there's a clock. Always looking clocks. There could be elixirs in them. That might be a different Final Fantasy game. The clock has stopped. It must have stopped recently. Oh, it stopped the week before I left Alexandria. You can tell that on a clock? That's a fancy-ass clock. With a date on it? I don't think I've even seen one of those. There's something at the bottom of the ledge in the ocean. Looks like foam. I'm sure that's not important for anything at all ever. All right, we are done here, though. We got our 3 ethers. We got the Stellazio coin. The Stellazio's coin is kind of the real reason that I did it this early, but the ethers are appreciated, I guess you could say. But we are done. And now it is time to head back. Let's see if I can get into one of the special random encounters along the way. I don't have high hopes of that. I think one Let's Play is consuming all of my luck right now. And boy, is it. All right, personally, I would rather get into the one that is on the plains right now and try to avoid the Mandragoras if I can. No, just another. You can encounter the true and false minigame up to 6 more times now that you're on disc 2, but don't worry, they don't expire. They accumulate. And with the airship going by, we can in fact make it back to Treno. However, I am 1 point away from Arnold learning a new ability. So let me run around a little bit, get into another fight. Of course, now that I want one to show up, it doesn't. And are you kidding me? We got the friendly creatures one. I will take it. It's a ghost, as the Moo told us last time. If memory serves me correctly, it was the Moo that did it. I could really go for some ore. So once again, friendly creature, you get the special music. They ask for it. Give it to them. It's not like I'm using the ore for anything else anyway right now. There you go. Much appreciated. Please give my best regards to Ladybug, who I assume will be next at some point. But for that, we get 10 ability points, which is well more than I had wanted for that. And yeah, there we go. Learned Beast Killer, learned a couple things. Let me rearrange equipment then. And I was 1 point away from learning 2 new abilities from Arnold, so I went ahead and took care of that off screen. Now we're all set and ready to go into the city of Treno, our actual destination. What do you know? the dark city of Treno. It is quite dark here, isn't it? Princess, this is Treno, the city of nobles. We need to find out which noble has the super soft. There aren't many nobles living here. The nights are long. It's a great place for thieves. People like you turn this city into a slum. Let's steal the super soft and get this over with. Steal? How dare you? Do you think I'd let you commit a crime before my very eyes? How else would we get the super soft? Quiet! I will not allow such disgraceful behavior. I never asked you to come along. Quit complaining. Don't you talk back to me, first of all. Uh-oh. Do not interrupt me while I'm talking. Look behind you. What? Princess, I urge you not to. Princess? No, not again. Never have I dealt with such hardship during my 18 years of service. This is all because of you and your scoundrel friend. Gone. An Alexandrian knight must not let such a frivolous matter get to him. I must find the princess. And I suggest that you do this in pretty much the exact order that I do it now. What you want to do is hit select and do Treno tradition here. If you do this, you'll get something at the end of it. Treno tradition. Come back here. Is that a pickpocket? I should be careful. Hey, where's my money? Pickpocket. And we lost 500 gil. Now you can lose up to 1,000 gil, but when the prompt shows up, hit the action button. Then, well, we're going to call him Alleyway Jack because that's what it looked like to me. We'll only take 500 because I hit the action button. If you don't, then it's 1,000. So you can easily save yourself 500 gil by doing that. I'm not going to talk to anybody just yet, just so I can emphasize how to get this done properly, but we'll be back to talk to all of them at some point. Once you make it to the next screen going left, then you want to select Pursuit here with the active time event. That was too easy. It is the four-armed man, after all. Oh, dang it. Which way did he go? I can't believe I got pickpocketed. And then she went the wrong way. Wow, I couldn't see her well in the dark before. She's a real cutie. Good girls shouldn't be walking around alone at night. It's time for me to get ready and move on to a new city. I did my one steal for the day, and that's apparently all.